Have you ever wondered, what happens when a country owes more than it can ever pay back? Let's talk about Sri Lanka, a nation whose recent crisis shines a harsh light on how debt is devouring the global south, Africa, Asia, Latin America. In 2022, Sri Lanka faced financial collapse. Years of unsustainable borrowing, poor leadership, global shocks brought the country to its knees. People took to the streets under the banner of Aragalaya, demanding accountability, economic justice, and end to corruption. Their protests forced the president out of office. But what came next? More loans, more conditions, even more sacrifice. The new government negotiated a $3 billion deal with the IMF, unlocked another round of bailouts, entered its 17th IMF program since independence. The mainstream narrative praised this as stability, but for regular Sri Lankans it meant something very different. Tough reforms demanded by creditors forced the government to freeze public hiring, cut health budgets, cut education budgets, hike prices on energy and essentials. People's pensions were raided. Farmers, fishermen saw subsidies slashed. 6 million people started skipping meals. Imagine having to choose between paying your bills and feeding your family, while billions in interest flow out of your country. Half the world's population now lives in countries that spend more on interest than on health than on education. In 2024, developing nations paid $921 billion in interest, money that could have gone to build hospitals, schools. Why are things set up this way? The global financial system is stacked against the global south. Poor countries pay much higher interest rates than rich ones. Debt relief is complicated and favors creditors. The result? A cycle of dependency and underdevelopment that's hard to escape. But there's hope. In September, grassroots leaders from across the world will meet in Sri Lanka to strategize for food sovereignty, economic justice. Their message is loud and clear. True recovery means putting people before profit, reclaiming the right to decide their own futures. A just world isn't built on compliance checklists or austerity. It's built on dignity, justice, and the power of people standing together. For Sri Lanka, and for all of us, it's time to rewrite the rules.